Alright guys, welcome back to Every Kick. Obviously it is a new week, it is a new Monday, and of course we have a brand new episode of this new series, fairly new series that I have on my channel. So for anyone that's new here, welcome. I basically, in this series, I will get all the latest headlines from the football world from last week, sum them all up in one episode here today. Sometimes I'll do polls over on my Twitter, so you guys can get involved in that way. And if you ever have an opinion on any headline, feel free to tweet at me using the hashtag EveryKick so that I know that it is for this, and I will stick it in and voice my opinion off whatever your statement is. That being said as well, you can also put stuff in the comment section that we could talk about next week as well, so it doesn't have to be all Twitter based. Obviously I've got this man on my screen, Arsene Wenger. It would be weird it wouldn't be right actually for me being an Arsenal fan and not talking about this, and this not being sort of the highlight of this episode. So I do apologise if you're here for anything else. But yeah, I am going to talk about other stuff as well after this, but obviously I just wanted to start off with this. Now, I'm gonna rewind. I'm gonna go back to the year I was born, which is 1996. So I am 22 this year. I'm 21 right now, but this December I will be 22 years old. For those of you who don't know, that was actually the same year that Arsene Wenger took over as Arsenal manager. So you just think, for me as an Arsenal fan, just think about me for a minute. Put yourself in my shoes as an Arsenal fan of 21 years of age, going on to be 22 this year. I have only ever known Arsenal under Arsene Wenger. I've only ever felt, I'm sure I know of other managers, yes, of course I do, but I've only ever lived Arsenal under Arsene Wenger. And you know, say what you want to say about him. Like, I'm always the kind of person, I'm very open and honest about this. I am the kind of fan, I respect that there are different types of fans, that everybody is different at the end of the day and everybody has their own opinions. But for me, being a fan, for me, is about supporting every single person involved with the club that I love until the very end. You know, and that's not to say that as soon as they go, they're forgotten about and stuff. Of course, you have legends. For me, Arsene Wenger is an Arsenal legend. The Emirates Stadium is standing because of Arsene Wenger. And you can say what you want, since Emirates days, we probably haven't, I'm not going to say we probably haven't won as much. We haven't won as much. But at the end of the day, Arsene Wenger has, for me, the fact that other managers like Jose Mourinho, who he's had bickers with in the past, Alan Pardew, he had a spat with him in the past, both of those managers have come out and said how thankful they are that Arsene Wenger was Arsenal manager and changed the sort of style of play, influenced this passing football, this beautiful game that we see so often now played by many teams in this league. And you know, for me, he has been the best manager that we've had. He has. And I have no bad words to say. Yes, there have been lows, but there have also been highs. I mean, we went invincible, guys, for a season. That is absolutely surreal. 49 games undefeated. That's absolutely insane, and that just deserves, you know, I feel like it's so played down because everybody says, oh, you're living in the past and whatever. But I think when somebody like him steps down, you do look at all of his achievements. And yes, that does mean going back to the invincible season, all the way up into ending our cup drought, obviously. Winning the FA Cup. And then we went on to win back-to-back FA Cups. Not many teams, really. Okay, yeah, there were a lot of teams that have done it, but there's still not most teams can say that they have won back-to-back FA Cups like that. That's absolutely, fantastic. Another thing I'll say is, if you want a good interview and a good perspective of it, actually. Look from a neutral's point of view. And I want any neutrals, so any non-Arsenal fans here, down in the comment section down below, and tell me what you think about it all. Tell me what you think of Wenger's time at Arsenal. I am going to say, I'm not stupid. I do know that it was time. I think everybody knew that it was time for him to step down. Definitely. Tottenham have been finishing above us, and that's not right. That's not Arsenal. That's not who we are. We need that. We need to get back to where we were, previously, challenging for the title, and not just that, but actually going on to win the bloody title. It's been a long time since we've won something major. The FA Cup's decent, but obviously, it's not the Prem, it's not the Champions League, it's not something that is really as highly valued. It's not a top level competition. It is a good competition to win, and obviously, I'm not sort of taking away the fact that we did win, that we have won 2 FA Cups, in recent years. But I'm still going to say, like, we do need to be doing better than that. The FA Cups are good, yes. I'm not playing them down, but I am saying that we should be doing better, because it's like, okay, yeah, we've waited all this time now. We've had all these players come in, but we're only winning, 2 FA Cups. We've had a lot of players leave that have been fantastic players. We've had a lot of high quality players leave. One thing I will say, and I'm gonna finish off, the whole Wenger situation. We're saying this right now, is that he has left us, and this was what the West Ham fan said, interviewed by Robbie from Arsenal Fan TV, and he said, I think he was actually somebody from West Ham Fan TV, so the equivalent to Arsenal Fan TV, and he said, basically, when Fergie left Man United, he didn't really leave them with a good team. He didn't really leave them with much of a foundation. It was all sort of deadwood. You've got Rooney, his best years were well past him even then. And when you look at Wenger and the team that he's left for whoever's next in charge, we've got. I'm gonna go all the way from the back, so I'm going to go, you've got Ospina, not a bad keeper, you've got Cech, full of experience, obviously. Emiliano Martinez, for me, is a goalkeeper that we've got out on loan at Getafe in the Spanish league. Brilliant goalkeeper, I really, really like him. A good, up-and-coming, young, talented goalkeeper. And I think, he's definitely got some good youth in there to build that foundation from. At the back, we've got Koscielny, who's obviously our experienced defender. Then you put him with the likes of Holding. Very good, young, talented centre-back, in my opinion. Really, really excited about the prospect of Rob Holding. You then look at the midfield, obviously varies from Ramsey, Wilshere. Obviously unclear of what's going to happen with those two yet. But, coming in, he will have those players. It's whether or not they stay. Obviously, it's a different matter. But you look at it, we've got Ozil as well. He's just signed Mkhitaryan, great signing for the club. Aubameyang, Lacazette, brilliant players, all fairly young as well, that have still got a lot of time ahead of them. Which is fantastic, and I just really hope that we can keep hold of the vast majority of our squad. I would be sad to see anybody else go, but it remains to be seen. Whatever happens is going to happen. But yeah, you can safely say, I don't mean to compare him to Fergie, but I'm just saying, Man United fans know the state that he left the club in when he left. There was a lot of work that needed to be done. There was, and I'm not taking away the fact that Fergie was a fantastic manager, absolutely insane, and again a huge character of the game that was lost when he did leave, as will Wenger be for Arsenal. But I'm just saying, he has put the club before himself. Wenger has. He said that he wanted to go after we won the last FA Cup, obviously against Chelsea, but he was told that there wasn't a replacement, so he said, right, okay, I'll carry on one more season, you find a replacement, and then I'll go. He's put the club before himself, and that for me is, he could have gone out on a high, and that for me is just extraordinary, and just speaks levels about his passion and commitment to this football club. And also, I mean, we do have one chance to go out on a high now, for him to go out on a high even. Obviously, with the Europa League, it would be nice, but it is a huge, huge ask, and I'm just not sure if we are good enough to pull it off. Anyway, I'm done talking about Wenger for now. If you want any questions that you've got for me, obviously let me know in the comment section down below, or over on Twitter as well. My social media links are in the description, guys. And or anything that you want to say that you want featured in the next one, we can bring that up for next week. But I am done talking about Wenger for now. So last week saw this happen actually. Bundesliga fans toilet papering the pitch after a referee awarded a penalty, called the players back onto the pitch after he'd blown the whistle for a penalty to be taken. Really, really bizarre decision, bizarre refereeing. I mean, we complain an awful lot about Premier League referees, but I mean, this is something that is a whole new level for me, I think. Ex-Manchester United player Darren Gibson could be facing jail, obviously, after his drink driving situation a few weeks ago. And an end of another era, really. We saw Xavi leave Barcelona, obviously, a few years ago to go. Was it to Qatar way, I think? And we could actually now be seeing Iniesta follow suit, but going to the Chinese Super League in the summer. I mean, it's going to be a sad day, the day that Iniesta last plays for Barcelona. Youngster Leroy Sané wins PFA Young Player of the Year. Congratulations to Sané on doing so. You guys let me know if you agree with Sané winning Young Player of the Year, or if you think somebody else should have won it in the comment section down below. Liverpool have joined the long list of teams that just keeps expanding further and further. A long list of teams chasing after the Atletico Madrid goalkeeper Jan Oblak. Could this man be the answer to Liverpool's goalkeeping problems? After, somewhat years, it seems, with Mignolet, who's very hit and miss. Carrier seems to be sort of following suit. But yeah, Oblak, a fantastic goalkeeper who I think could be the man for Liverpool. And speaking of Liverpool, very, very early release here of their next season's home kit. Looks nice, I have to say. It's looking very nice indeed. Very red, but it's a bit early, isn't it? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. And keeping on track with Liverpool, one of the men in that former picture there. Congratulations to Mo Salah on a very well-deserved PFA Player of the Year trophy there. Fantastic, well done on that. Thoroughly deserved. What a fantastic season he has had for Liverpool. And I do hope that they can keep him, because I'd hate to see him leave the Premier League again. Now, this one did come as a bit of a surprise to me. Tottenham are actually looking to sell Dembele, obviously the central midfielder. I think this guy is one of the most underrated players in the league. He's really good, and I mean, wherever he goes, if he stays in the Prem, I think he really could come back to haunt Tottenham. And also, Jack Wilshere's future still remains to be hidden in the dark completely. Obviously, Wenger said that there would be something resolved before the World Cup, but with Wenger stepping down now at the end of the season, does he know? Does he know that Jack's going, or is he staying? It remains to be seen, guys. With Wenger saying that he's going now as well, will Jack follow suit? It's a tough one. Actually, it says that I read that Wolverhampton, obviously newly promoted to the Prem, Wolves are actually looking to snipe Wilshere, which I'm going to say they do have Bennett Kofobi, who is a very close friend of Jack Wilshere's. Obviously, they grew up through the Arsenal Academy together. So that could play a key factor there. I mean, he would definitely get some regular football at Wolves. But, you know, it's one of those things that does just remain to be seen. That does bring me to the end of this week's episode, guys. It's been a very long episode, and I hope you all have enjoyed it, though, nevertheless. Anything that you want to say, any questions, any comments, or whatever you want to say in general, please do leave for me in the comment section down below. Failing that, you can get involved also on Twitter by using the hashtag #everykick and making sure that you do tag me in your tweet as well. But yeah, thank you all for watching the video, guys. If you could leave a like rating on the video, that would mean a massive deal to me. And also, if you could subscribe if you are not already subscribed as well. And with all of that being said, I will join you guys next Monday at the same time for another episode.